Hey guys, Ash here coming at you today with a little bit of a free-form, longer episode. I wanted to start out by sharing a couple replays from TV Royale up in Legendary Arena. As you guys might have noticed, air seems to be taking over the game, at least being used way more than it used to be. So what I figured we'd do is watch a couple of these replays. The reason I'm starting out right from the replay is because I already saw the result and I want it to be a surprise for you guys. So here we're going to see two giant balloon decks go head-to-head, and we'll see which player wins. We'll go blue versus red because I cannot pronounce their names, and then after this, we'll go ahead and play a couple matches of our own, maybe more than a couple. We'll see. Like I said, trying out a longer format episode today. It is the weekend, and I have a little bit more time on my hands, so let's go ahead and get into this replay today here. Now, you can see the blue team is playing guards. It will be interesting to see if we see more guard play now that they don't have the pushback effect when they lose their shield as of the 21st, which is in 2 days from this recording. So we'll see if we see more guard play. I don't know about you guys, but I'm still trying to get my guards leveled up to the rest of my troops. So the blue team here, he has the Inferno Tower. It's kind of a stalemate at this point in the match. No one's done a lot of damage to the other person's tower. They're just trying to feel each other out, figure out who has what counters, and by now they both figured out that they have very similar decks, both playing the Knight as well. Not sure how I feel about using the Knight and a Giant in the same deck with the Balloon. It's a little bit redundant there. I think you might be able to get a little bit more value out of, say, Barbarians or a Minion Horde, just because it gives you another option, another stronger option with more versatility versus that Knight if you have the Giant as well, because you already have that one tank. Here they're just going to trade towers basically with balloons, and it looks like the blue player has a little bit of an advantage at this point. He got a lot of damage done to that King Tower. Now watch how this match ends. It's going to be a pretty crazy ending here. So at this point, red is going to start a little bit of an offensive surge here with minions and Giant and Barbarians. Then blue counters, very nice counter here. Even with the arrows, he's able to pretty much mitigate any big damage done to that right tower. But you can see that red still has a lot of elixir. He's actually at max elixir right now. So he's going to go ahead and again go on offense here with a balloon and a Knight combination. However, blue has a really well-placed Inferno Tower. If your opponent comes at you when you have one tower down with a balloon or a Royal Giant right in the middle of that, you can go ahead and place a really quick Inferno Tower there, and it will draw them, lure them back to the other side. So now look at this here. This is where this match gets super crazy. So only 18 hit points left. All blue has to do is cycle to his arrows, use them on the opponent's King Tower, and the match will be over. The arrows is the next card up. You can see here he needs to drop this princess and then use the arrows, but he doesn't do it fast enough. And look at that. That was really intense there. Red came back to win it with only 19 hit points on his King Tower. Whoa, that was pretty crazy. Maybe we should watch one more TV Royale. Let's try to find an interesting match here, and then we'll go ahead and watch it fresh together, and then we'll hop into my very own balloon deck. It's not going to be a balloon giant deck that I'm working with right now. It's going to be a balloon baby dragon deck. So check out this replay here. We have a balloon, a giant, and a Sparky all on the same end against a Hog Rider balloon giant deck. This should be very interesting here. So we're going to go again, blue versus red. Who you guys rooting for? I'm going to pull for the king because I can actually pronounce his name. No offense to the Easterners out there, but hey, you got to root for somebody who can actually say their name, right? So let's go ahead and see what he has. An interesting deck here. He has the giant skeleton. He has the Hog Rider. He has the bomb tower. He has the skeletons. It will be interesting to see what happens to these poor skeletons after the balance update hits, guys. It's only going to be 3 skeletons, not 4 anymore. Not quite the value you're seeing right now. So Barbarian played very well against that giant skeleton right at the line. Keeps that bomb away from his tower. However, he did get the balloon to the tower. It doesn't seem like the red player has any great counter to the balloon. Oh no, he has a Minion Horde. Probably doesn't have the elixir up to counter it there. So if you see a balloon coming at you and you have the minion horde, you don't want to overcommit on the other lane. You don't want to overcommit to anything else. You want to have that minion horde ready at the last possible second, hopefully in case your opponent has arrows. So now the blue, the king, was able to go ahead and use arrows against that minion horde as well as that princess. Let's fast forward a little bit here until we get to the final minute. And you can see now the tower is down on blue's side. The cool thing about TV Royale is obviously they bring matches. The part of the algorithm is taking into account matches that end at the last second, so you never know what type of wild ending you're going to get on these matches. So certainly something to consider there. I do have my own critiques against TV Royale. I actually really enjoyed previously being able to see the top 100 or 200 players go at it. So now we have Sparky, a giant, and a balloon coming at blue in the right-hand lane. This is not going to be good here. A Sparky, a giant, a balloon. But look at the balloon, here comes another Sparky and another giant. But a giant skeleton is a really good counter to Sparky. You can see that bomb actually blew up Sparky. It looks like blue's gonna go down here, but let's see what happens. So Minion Horde this time used correctly against that balloon. Now here it comes. Mini P.E.K.K.A. Minion Horde, Hog Rider. All he needs is arrows. Oh, no, it needs more than arrows. All he needs is a fireball. Is he gonna get it? Oh my god, this is crazy. A giant now placed. Oh boy. Oh wow. Oh wow. The king pulls it off. 3 crowned at the very last second. Wow, that was pretty intense there. Jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and play on our own here. So I'll show you my deck. I'll talk a little bit about it, and then we'll go ahead and get to some live matches here. So this is the deck I've been using so far, having moderate success with it. I am kind of low in trophies. I'm around like 3,800, but I should be north of 4,000 this late into the season. So I've been having a little bit of easier matchups. I've been really busy the last 2 or 3 days, so I haven't been playing as much as I should be to end the season over 4,000 cups. So hopefully we'll get much closer to 4,000 cups today, and hopefully the opponents will be at least comparable levels to me. So I have Fire Spirits. I love Fire Spirits. I think they're such a great card, and you can really use them nicely to combo with the balloon and the baby dragon, because oftentimes the opponent will go ahead and play minions or minion horde against your balloon. So the baby dragon with splash damage, the Fire Spirits with splash damage. It's going to be really difficult for the opponent to counter this balloon unless they have some great cards available at the time. So let's go ahead and hop into some live matches here. I'll try to show you how it works as far as that freeze, baby dragon, balloon combo. Now you could obviously still use the giant in place of the baby dragon if you wanted to, and still play those Fire Spirits right behind. It will serve the same effect, but I like having the 2 air troops because some decks without the minion horde, it's going to be very difficult for the opponents to counter the balloon and the baby dragon. So at this point, we're just going to go ahead and start off here with the elixir collector, and we'll arrow the elixir collector and the princess there. Had I delayed another second, I could have got those goblins, but we're going to go ahead and start a push here on the left hand side here. So he has the cannon. We have the free spell ready here, but now he plays a minion horde, so I'm going to have to play the Fire Spirits, but it's going to be a little bit too late there. But you saw obviously having that value trade minion horde versus Fire Spirits, you're gaining 3 elixir in the deal, and that is a-okay with me. So at this point, we still have our elixir collector up. I want to try to get this next elixir collector on the board here. Let's arrow this princess real quick here. Can my archers survive? No, they cannot. That was a little bit of a bummer there. I was hoping I could get some free damage to that left tower. Well, not exactly free, but let's go ahead and build another elixir collector here once I have a couple elixir stored up to play these Fire Spirits in case I need a quick defense. So now let's go ahead and just kind of reload here and evaluate what my opponent's going to do here. So I think he has the elixir advantage at this point. I'm interested to see what he plays. It doesn't seem like he's playing anything. So let's go ahead. Okay, he plays the elixir collector himself. Let's go ahead and try it here. So here's Fire Spirits. I delay a little bit, and that's what we're looking for, guys. We play the baby dragon. They're gonna delay a little bit because they're not gonna play a minion horde against the baby dragon for fear that the baby dragon with a splash damage takes it down in one shot. So oftentimes the opponent is going to delay their minion horde. That's why in turn you want to delay your Fire Spirits. Get it? Okay, so Now he's going to play the miner against me here, so he's going to chip away at my right tower. When they have the miner card, I mean, one of the beautiful things about these miner decks and the reason they're so popular is because you can just keep chipping away at towers. Even if you're down, you still have a great shot at making some sort of a comeback if you can still play defense and at the same time send your miner in every so often against their tower. So I'm trying to find a good spot for this freeze spell, just not working out. I'm going to go ahead and arrow this minion horde. I might get a couple shots in with this Valkyrie. Not going to do a heck of a lot of damage. In the meantime, he's still going ahead and hitting away at my tower here. Now, I do have the archers in this deck. Not sure if I'd rather the princess, but I don't feel like the archers get enough love right now because everybody goes with a princess over the archers, but the archers have more hit points. They do a lot more damage, obviously, at the huge deficit of not having that long range like the princess does and not having the splash damage, but I do feel like they have an important role in the game. I think I was talking a little bit too much there. I let my right tower go. Let's go ahead and concentrate on this next match here. So, oh, look at that. We have our crown chest ready to open. Quickly, let's donate to some clanmates here, some fire spirits, some barbarians, and then let's open up this crown chest. Let's see, rocket, 3 musketeers, cannon, a witch. Okay, 1 witch, not too bad. Let's go ahead and hop into our next match now. So, waiting for opponent, and we've got one. Alright, so let's see what this guy has. We'll call him Jack. So we're going against Jack here. We have a good starting hand. We have the Elixir Collector, thankfully. I always like any starting hand with Elixir Collector. It's great to get that Elixir advantage right off the board. I always put my first Elixir Collector right in front of my tower like that, hopefully baiting somebody into accidentally hitting my king tower. Love when people accidentally activate my king, and he's going to play the miner. So another miner deck. So I played the fire spirits against the minions, and he wasn't able to get a hit on my right tower, but he was able to get a significant amount of hit points off of my Elixir Collector. Let's go ahead and play the Valkyrie again here in the right, and let's see what he has here. So he plays a cannon a little bit too far to the left there. I'm going to go ahead and combine that Valkyrie with a baby dragon and the balloon. The baby dragon will go off course. The balloon will not. I'm going to go ahead and freeze the princess here, and the baby dragon will take down these minions easily. It looks like that's going to be a real easy tower takedown on that right tower. He says good game, but it's really too early for that. Let's go ahead and just try to make sure we maintain the Elixir advantage here. He is playing a miner, so as I said, these miner decks can certainly chip away at towers and even the match if you're not careful. So here comes the miner again. I don't have a great counter to the miner in this deck right now, so I might go ahead and swap out the Valkyrie maybe for barbarians, because the thing with this deck right now, if we discuss its weaknesses, I think the worry is that we have nothing great to counter either Royal Giant or even Hog Rider or the Miner. So although it is definitely an effective deck offensively, I kind of worry defensively here. We don't have any structures besides the Elixir Collector. I'm forced to use Fire Spirits against this Hog Rider, but he's still going to get 3 swings on my tower and in fact take it down. So that's not what we wanted there at all. So now we're going to go ahead and have to even things up here. So now, I mean, obviously the Valkyrie is good against barbarians at least, so we can put the Valkyrie down here alongside the archers and the baby dragon. They will take down that Valkyrie. Let's go ahead and put down a balloon and then immediately arrow this princess here. If I just waited one last second, I could have taken down those minions as well, but the fire spirits do the same work. I did get this balloon to the tower, but it's not going to have enough hit points to last, and again he comes with a miner hog goblin combo. I am forced to use a Valkyrie yet again. We need to get something going here. I have enough elixir, but again, bad placement with that cannon. Let's go ahead and try to get it this time here. So now he plays the barbarians. I have the Valkyrie down. Plays another Hog Rider. I'm going to go ahead and play a Valkyrie on defense here, but I'm going to get this balloon to his tower. Let me freeze. Ooh. So it's going to be this dragon. It's going to be this dragon's job to take down this tower. He's going to get it done. I pull off the victory. Ooh, that was way too close for comfort there. Good game, Jax. Good game. So let's go ahead and play another match here. But this time, I really want to swap out the Valkyrie for Barbarian, just in case we run into a Royal Giant. And at least Barbarians are a great counter 2 miners and hog riders, and of course royal giants, so they have a lot of defensive versatility. We'll think about maybe substituting a different card instead of the barbarians, but I can't think of a better fit at this point than the barbarians. I mean, we could add a cannon or a Tesla or Inferno Tower, any kind of, even a bomb tower if we wanted to, or minions or minion horde, but I think I'm just gonna go with the barbarians because they're just a great counter. So let's go ahead and swap in barbarians for the Valkyrie, and then let's see if this changes things, makes it a little bit easier to counter for us. Oops, sorry guys, had a little technical difficulty there. My hard drive filled up. My hard drive was full as I was recording mid-match on this Maeve, so I had to go ahead and stop recording, and I'm going to show you the replay, and then we'll hop back into the actual live attack. So this was my first match using the Barbarians in exchange for the Valkyrie. Actually really enjoyed it. So I went against a 3 Musketeer deck here. This guy wasn't the best player in the world, it didn't seem like, because he does some odd things here. So he uses a fireball, but he doesn't hit my elixir collector there. He just uses it against the archers alone. So in turn, I go ahead and I play barbarians against his musketeers, and then I used my balloon as well, and he's going to keep throwing down just random little small defensive units against my barbarians. My barbarians keep taking them down. I go ahead and I use the freeze spell here, trying to get a little bit greedy against this king tower, but essentially it was pretty much a wasted freeze spell, although I did take out that princess. So at this point in the match, I'm just going to kind of chill out and build another elixir collector. I want to make sure I maintain the advantage because you never know. He's playing a 3 Musketeer deck with a kind of a standard 3 Musketeer deck. He has fireball and arrows. He has barbarians, as you can see, Valkyries, the elixir collector, 3 Musketeers. What else does he have? Goblins, I believe, and spear goblins. So kind of a popular deck he has, but the problem is he can't get the 3 Musketeers down on the board here, or he wants to, I should say, get the 3 Musketeers down on the board, but he keeps delaying to get that 9 elixir saved up. You really can't play the 3 Musketeers if you're playing a 3 Musketeer deck. You can't play the 3 Musketeers without A, an elixir collector on the board, or B, the last 2 minutes of the match, because otherwise it's really difficult. Or I guess if you're playing them defensively against a P.E.K.K.A. or a power deck, you can play them at defensively and then turn that into an offensive push, but it's a really bad idea just to wait when you know you're at an elixir disadvantage. It's a bad idea to wait until you're at 9 elixir and then just randomly play them. He knew I had the freeze spell, I used it immediately, and I was able to take down that left tower as well. So I'm trying to go for the 3-star. I'm being really super aggressive here, not the most tactical way to go for a 3-star, and he actually comes at me with a decent push here. Now he has the barbarians. It's the last minute. He has plenty of elixir, but I was able to counter with the barbarians of my own. Fire spirits, again, a great defensive option. They really just blow everything up. Very nice match there for me, and Maeve wasn't an awful player. I take that back because he seemed pretty nice. So let's go ahead and move on to another match. Alright, so what do we have in this silver chest here? Nothing super interesting. Let's go ahead and fill up some requests here. Some zap, and then we'll play another match. You guys know that Steroidy is in the clan. Let's see what he's using. Of course, a mortar deck. Surprise, surprise. Mortar rocket. I think that's the same deck that took me down. Womp womp. Oh, he's playing a live match right now. Instead of going ahead and playing ourselves, let's kind of spectate on the Steroidy match. So Steroidy is playing against D's Nuts. D's is a great player. Let's see what he's doing here. So he's trying the mortar, and unfortunately Deez has the P.E.K.K.A. ready against it, but Steroidy knows what he's doing here. He's still going to get 2 shots on that tower before the mortar goes down. Almost 3. Now, he has the ice, a wizard. He's going to go ahead and play defense. Where is his mind at right now? So he needs to take down that left tower. He has the rocket in his deck. There's only a minute left in the match there, so he's going to have to either get the mortar down against that left tower, or he's going to have to get a rocket rocket down. So now he goes ahead and plays a minion horde and a hidden Tesla against this giant witch combo. So D's, it looks like he's playing around with a witch deck now. I think a lot of people are prepping for witches to be really, really powerful in the game, and a lot of people are preemptively right now already using the witch. So some great defense here by Steroidy. He's going to go ahead and use that Tesla very, very nicely. He actually uses it 2 times on that defense there, 2 Teslas, and now he uses his first rocket. He's probably going to try to cycle back to the rocket here so he can make sure he gets that left tower down. So he's going to go ahead and, again, Skeleton, Tesla, Ice Wizard. He's playing cards very, very quickly at this point, just trying to cycle back to that rocket. 5 seconds left. It looks like he has the rocket up at this point, and he does. That rocket, you got to be careful. It takes nearly 4 seconds to reach that tower. So now things are even, but now it's going to be really difficult to hold back this push here. A giant and a mini P.E.K.K.A. and a witch takes down Steroidy's King Tower. Guys, you want to see Steroidy on the channel? Maybe I'll ask him if you guys want to see him. Maybe we'll do a rematch as well. Guys, thanks for hanging with me. Let me know what you think about the longer format episode. I really want to hear from you guys. Do you enjoy it? Do you like them shorter? Either way, let me know in the comments below. So guys, thanks so much for watching again, and as always, take care, guys.